Steven Chbosky directed Perks of Being a Wildflower and wrote the screenplay of the book and the movie of Perks of Being a Wildflower. It impacted the film adaptations in many ways. There were many similarities and some differences of the book and the movie. One main similarity was how Charlie wrote the letters in the book, and in the movie he narrated through some parts of the letter. Like, you didn't hear his narrations at every part, but you did hear narrations through some of it. One difference was, in the movie, Charlie saw Sam and Patrick and they took a picture together at the graduation. However, in the book, Charlie did not see them at all because it was crowded. He was with his family. Another difference was when Charlie's sister was slapped by her boyfriend. You didn't see Charlie told his teacher, but in the book we didn't see that. You know, he slapped her. We didn't see and her parents forbid her for dating him. In the movie we didn't see that at all. Another example is when Sam told Charlie about her first kiss. In the movie, she was 11, and it was to her dad's boss named Robert. But in the book, she was 7, and it was one of her dad's friends. Fidelity criticism impacts profanity. I'm pretty sure I said this. Profanity impacts the role of Sam in many ways. In the movie, Sam, according to Judith Butler, profanity is the way we move through society through gender roles. Because Sam was a woman in the movie, you saw her with more dresses, more skirts, and she had a lot of more compassion towards Charlie, which was something I was kind of happy to see, because in the book, sometimes I did think she was a little rude to Charlie. Like for example, like in the movie in the beginning, when Charlie was high and Charlie told her about Michael shooting himself, she looked at him all party and she basically told Patrick, I don't think he has any friends. And that's what made them become closer to Charlie, which I thought that was really sweet. In the movie, you definitely saw her being more compassionate towards Charlie. I do think Sam was more compassionate towards Charlie when she told him about how he confuses love with allowing people to do whatever. She stayed the same on that, but I feel like she was more compassionate in the movie than she was in the book. I do believe that the book and movie followed fidelity criticisms, even though the movie was based in the early 90s and the movie was based off in 2012. I definitely think it followed it. Charlie's parents, the way they handled his mental health, even though they handled it from a different viewpoint, they still followed that. And I feel like the book mainly followed that through the character of Charlie, because Charlie was pretty much the same Charlie he was in the book that he was in the movie. I didn't see many differences, meaning that when he got high in the movie, it was the same way he got high in the book. How the way when someone found him in the middle of the snow, that was the same. So I believe that Charlie was the same person in the book and in the movie, which brought the book and the movie together for Charlie to act the same. I also think that because Steven Chbosky wrote everything, I feel like he kind of didn't want nobody else to do it, because oftentimes in movies we don't see that. So I feel like he definitely understood the roles of adaptations. I think the main differences he had was time periods. He followed the movie more from a newer generations, as in Patrick in particular, because Patrick in the movie, him being gay wasn't expressed as loud as it kind of was in the film. And also with Sam, with the way she was like, how his sisters on him, how she was sleeping around in the movie. In the movie, she explained that, being a strong woman. So I definitely think it passed Fidelity Criticism Adaptation Studies 1.0.